The man was terrified to find his comrade being executed, but when he turned around, another teammate was being pointed with a gun. The man felt extremely scared, but he didn't expose him. Just then, seeing the German soldiers were not paying attention, the man seized the chance to escape, but was still spotted by a German officer. He quickly hid behind a rock. The man took out his frozen pistol, then broke the ice, and shot at the two Germans. Then he rushed toward higher ground. However, as he crossed the peak and thought he had escaped, the Germans caught up with him. They aimed their rifles at the man and fired. He staggered from the shots. One bullet shattered his toe, but he endured the pain and got up, using his blood trail to deceive the Germans. At night, to prevent his wound from getting infected, he wrapped it with a sock. Suddenly a few flares lit up the sky, instantly brightening the surroundings. He was quickly surrounded by the Germans. At that moment, the man swiftly dived into the icy water. The German officer tested the temperature with his hand, convinced that the man wouldn't last long, because no one could survive swimming across the Norwegian Straits, but he didn't expect it. The man had already reached the opposite shore. His face was covered with frost. His body was stiff from the cold. The next day, the German officer went into the water to test the temperature. After 5 minutes, the officer couldn't endure it either. It seemed that no one could really swim across the strait, but without seeing a body, the officer still felt uneasy. He ordered his men to search the nearby villages. On the other side, the man reached a village. The villagers immediately pointed guns at him. After revealing his identity, the villagers were moved by the man. One took him to a room and bandaged his injured toe. Then the villager gave him a pair of skis and pointed out the direction to Sweden. So the man continued his escape, but while passing a German camp, the man accidentally slipped, coincidentally encountering the searching Germans. Luckily, the officer didn't recognize him, but just after the man walked away, the officer remembered his face. He immediately dispatched fighter jets to chase him, constantly firing at the man. The bullets triggered an avalanche. The man was buried in the snow. The pilots confirmed his death, flying away after half an hour, but the man miraculously crawled out again. This story tells us to see a person alive or a body if dead.